Good morning, YouTube. It's Aaron, the CNC guy, and I was just going to talk to you guys real quick. So I said I would talk about machining and CNC stuff with you guys, and I figured I would start here at the beginning. Um, so prior to 1637, the world had no real way of mapping things in a three-dimensional environment that didn't include fixing yourself to a point. So we used what was called a polar coordinate system prior to 1637. At which point you would define something by longitude and latitude, right? Or longitude and latitude, or backwards, right? Who's paying attention? So anyway, what we're going to say is that you have your latitude that goes like a ladder, right? Up and down along the Earth. And then around the radius of the Earth, we have our other dimension, correct? Well, longitude. So now what you can do is you can define a point by those two things, right? And you can take that point and you can give yourself a rotation and you can give yourself a theta, an angle. So from there, all you need is a distance in that angle to define a point in space. As somebody who makes machining on a cylinder, a lathe, that can work. As soon as you want to define a point in three-dimensional space using straight lines, that becomes very difficult. In 1637, René Descartes, French mathematician guy, decided that he needed to find a way of mapping things in a three-dimensional environment that was more simple, something that everybody could use. And while sitting in his room, he looked up at the ceiling and he saw a fly. And he decided he could use X and Y, longitude and latitude, and give it elevation. So a single point can now float anywhere. And he can draw point to point and then put lines in between them. He invented what we call Cartesian coordinate systems. So René Descartes in 1637 came out with his book called Geometry, and he taught the world how to make shapes and not just circles. So, good morning. Today is Thursday. It's the 23rd of October, 2025. Holy crap! It's been like freaking 312 years that people have been using this information. And we've got these massive machines now that can cut things so accurately that I bet you Cartier, if he came here right now, would look around and be like, whoa. Hope you guys are having fun.